From the 1920s to the 1960s, neon signs were the popular way for businesses and stores to get your attention. Soon, 30 rare neon signs will be on display at the History Museum at the Castle, and Pauleen Lee is getting a sneak peek this morning. Hi, Pauline.
I gotta tell you, it's pretty neat to see some of these historic signs kind of come back to life here at the Castle. And I want to introduce you to the man who owns the entire collection. We got Jed. Good morning, Jed.
Good morning.
And we're standing next to the sign, well, near the sign, that kind of started your entire collection.
An old grain belt sign. I was working in Minneapolis at the time, and I picked that up, and I was able to hang on to it throughout the years.
Now, you started collecting signs about 30 years ago.
Yep.
Why neon signs?
Well, I learned how to do neon 30 years ago, and I had a friend that was collecting, and he got me into it, and I've been doing it ever since.
And as you look around here, I mean, you have some beer signs, some tavern signs, but really, you really like the really big signs.
I like the big signs. I like the Route 66 type signs, the hotels, motels. I like animation. That's the kind of stuff I like to collect, the everyday things. I mean, I like the beer stuff, of course, and the car stuff, but what really gets me is like this Admiral's. I just love this Admiral radio and refrigerator, and the Dairy Castle, of course, is a beautiful sign. For 11 years, I tried to find a dog and suds, and then I found one, and then I got a bunch of them. I actually got quite a few of them. So.
And where do you find these signs?
I go to swap meets. Actually found many signs actually still on buildings and that were probably abandoned, and then found out who the owners were and bought them from them. Just actively pursued them like the American pickers do. I actually just went out and found them.
I mean, we look at this sign and it's so worn down, but you say you kind of want to keep it this way.
Yeah, that's what makes it cool. This is a painted sign. Most of them are porcelain and neon that I collect. But this one here is a customer's that I restored for him, and it was actually outside of Neenah, where the sign was, so it has a local significance. And but the paint coming off of it, it's kind of like a ghost sign. It's just that's what makes it cool. Still kind of, some of the glass is original on the sign. I didn't change that. I just fixed some of the tubes for it, so it has that kind of old patina that makes the roadside sign so attractive. Yeah,
you yourself, you actually fix these signs for a living.
Yes, I restore them for other collectors. There's actually quite a bit of trade in buying and selling and people collecting these old signs.
How long does it take you to repair a sign?
Like the dog and suds and the chicken in the rough, those are probably about 80 hours complete, because I have to make the metal work. I do everything, as far as the structure on the inside with angle iron has to be welded, and then you make the metal work, and then you have to put it all together. And by the time I get done with the neon and put the transformers and wire it, it takes quite a long time. It's a couple of weeks.
So why do you do it?
It's a passion. I've been, doing neon for 30 years, and I really love it still after 30 years. And in fact, I like it more and more as longer I've been doing this.
Well, I got to tell you, staying here for my entire morning, I'm starting to love it more and more too. Yeah. So we have a lot more to explore.
I like the chop suey one.
I know, I love that one too. Jed, your chop suey one, that was a new one, right?
I love that one. I can't believe I found that.
It's so great.
About
What's
a year
value
ago, 2 years ago.
Of these signs?
I cannot believe I was at a show and that one was still not bought, and I got there late. It's a great sign. It's really classic. I left a patina to it, so it has kind of the rust on the outside, which I love.
Now, Rachel wants to know, what is the value on these signs? Any sign? Do you know?
Oh, you only know that when you sell them. It's hard to know. It really is. I know what I have into them, so I always keep track of that and what I'd have to sell them for to actually make money at it, which I've had to do. I've had to sell them to actually make a living, but I'm trying to hang on to what I have here. So, hi Rachel, hi Pete.
Hi.
I'm a big
fan.
We
love your signs. We're fans of your signs. They're awesome.
They're fans of your sign, and so we'll have more. We're going to chat more with Jed coming up next.
Sounds great. Thanks, Pauline.
Here's what I want. I want him to build a sign that says weather deck, and then an arrow and pointed right to me, lights, and says forecasts here. You like that
I love
idea?
it. I love it.
Yeah.